What up? This is Robert Horry.
Horry, three-pointer. Buries it!
You might know me as Big Shot Bob.
To Horry for three. Oh, unbelievable. This guy is off the charts.
What's going on, Big Shot Bob?
Robert Horry from downtown.
Hell yeah. It is the Big Shot Bob podcast. All three of us back together. No, Brandon Harper was not fired from the show last week. I had people reaching out, where's Harp? What's going on with Harp?
Harp had to work.
Yeah, Harp had a job, man. Got to pay them bills. My name's Rob Jenners. That, of course, is Brandon Harper. And seven-time NBA champion, Robert Horry. Are you working tonight, my man?
Yes, I am.
We got a big
Lakers,
Game 5
Warriors.
tonight.
Yeah.
Game 5. Lakers trying to kick this one over to the Western Conference Finals. And I'm going to be the first one to put my hand up and go, I didn't see this season landing where it landed right now. A game away from the Western Conference Finals? No, I would not have said that.
It's all right.
That first team, not so much. But this team, and you look at it, it just fits. And the pieces are perfect. There are no pieces that are like, okay, I can't put this circle or triangle and all this kind of stuff. It's just you look at the roster. AD has been amazing defensively. LeBron has been amazing, but it's all the other guys who've been stepping up each and every night. And it's just one of those things. You look at this team, there's no superstars. It's like, they're all trades. And a lot of times people think if you're not a big name guy in a trade, the trade wasn't worth the trade. But all these guys was pieces that the Lakers needed. So you got to give big ups to Rob Pelinka for pulling this off and saying, okay, and looking at this situation, this works. So I'm happy for Rob. He had a great trade deadline.
He sure did.
Yeah, most people said the Lakers had the best time at the trade deadline, when it comes to moves and things of that nature. And you have to always look at what complements the stars that you already have. And you couldn't have asked for a better compliment than bringing back D'Angelo Russell, bringing in Vanderbilt, bringing in, Malik Beasley hasn't really done much this postseason, but adding the depth. You added shooters, you added defense, you added more scoring. You couldn't have asked for a better trade deadline. Now you have this team one win away from the Western Conference Finals, and I could not be more proud of this team.
Yeah,
even though for me, I look at the most important piece of that was Vando.
Yeah.
Nobody, people get caught up in scoring all the time. Vando can hit some shots every now and then, but I think that what he does defensively, it allows LeBron to go to the corner or do the Steph Curry and not guard the best guy on the court, and so you can rest up for the offensive end. And that's what all great players have done throughout the history. I'm just saying Steph Curry because Steph Curry's in this series, and there's just a lot of guys that's like you take your best defensive player and you don't want to make him work that hard on the offensive end. And so I think that's what they're doing with LeBron and Vando. Vando can guard 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if he can guard Jokic or somebody like that to go to the next series, but yeah,
might be a little too
much defender. Yeah.
And if I'm the Lakers, we have a lot to talk about, by the way, this week. If I'm the Lakers, too, I want Denver and Phoenix to beat the crap out of each other all the way to Game 7. I want the tanks empty, for both of those teams, because both of those teams are going to be formidable opponents if the Lakers do advance to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, more so I think Denver.
I don't know. The way Phoenix is playing?
No, you're right.
The way Booker is playing right now?
Oh, absolutely. But the reason why I say that is eventually, because look, Phoenix making that trade makes them formidable because when you have KD paired with Devin Booker, absolutely.
It's dangerous.
But you haven't gotten a lot out of DeAndre Ayton. Not as much as you would have expected. And Chris Paul been hurt like he is every postseason.
Yeah.
So your facilitator.
Like every postseason.
Yeah. And so they already had depth issues because of the Kevin Durant trade, and that's the trade-off. Yeah. And in the playoffs, your rotation is very, very important. Giving guys a little bit to catch a little bit of wind and other guys coming in to be able to hold the lead, as much as they possibly can. And the Suns got depth issues. They do.
Big time.
Yeah. And it's showing up, and that's why I said Denver. Denver has multiple guys that they can throw at you. And the way Jokic plays, I always say you can slow the game down if you want to. That plays into the Nuggets' hands. Why? Because Jokic controls all of that. Yeah. And they can play up and down the floor too. Michael Porter Jr., Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, former Laker, Jamal Murray, all those guys can run. So they can play multiple styles. So I think Denver would be a little bit more formidable for the Lakers than the Suns, but either team could beat the Lakers if they're not on their game.
The thing about that, I would love to see that matchup, though, Jokic and AD.
Oh, yeah.
Because is AD, Bam are the two guys that are left that I think can guard Jokic the best because they're athletic enough. They can move their feet. They can slide their feet.
Yeah.
And then they're disciplined enough to stay down and just be big. And that's the problem that a lot of guys have when they guard Jokic. They want to try to block a shot. It's so far back.
Yeah. You
can't block it. So your best bet is just to put your hands up, be big, and hope that he miss. Right. And I think those two guys are the smart ones that could do that. But Jokic he's just a beast right now. He's just killing it. So he's giving Ayton all that he can handle and more.
Yeah.
All that he can handle.
Including Matt Ishbia, the owner of the Suns, too. He's giving it all to him, too. We'll get to that story. I did want to play something while we're on the Lakers. Mike Greenberg from ESPN. He's on the show Get Up on the TV side. Harper and I are a little divided on this one, but I'm going to play the audio for you. This was Greeny, I think, yesterday morning on the Game 5 Lakers-Warriors.
LeBron needs to just slip a nice comfy robe over that pair of slippers and get set to watch Game 5 tomorrow night from the comfort of his mansion in wherever it is in L.A. that he lives, because he shouldn't even go to San Francisco. I'm going to make this point again, and I'm going to use a baseball analogy. All right, I'm going down with the ship on this theory. The Lakers have no chance of winning Game 5 of this series. The Warriors are going to be playing for their dynasty at home with the crowd. They're going to win. Don't waste any of LeBron and AD's energy on this game.
So Greeny says, sit your starters. You got no shot in Game 5.
I'm not going that far.
That is the dumbest shit I ever heard.
Thank you. That's where I am, too, because it's like, don't you want the series to just be over? Don't you want as much rest as you could possibly get?
Yes.
Yes, you do. And that's the whole thing. Is like, I think sometimes people get caught up in, it's very important. Don't get me wrong. It's very important to play at home. But sometimes when you're inspired, I can give a damn where you playing. And the Lakers are on the brink of saying, we go into the Western Conference Finals. We got to go all out. And this is an odd game. So what does that mean? AD is going to perform. So, no, you play this game, man.
We talked about that last week. You weren't here, Harp. It was the odd numbers game.
Oh, I saw the breakdown of everything. I said, Lord Jesus.
Yeah, man. So and then you talking about LeBron, who's one of the best guys, best players ever played. What if he gets hot? What if he has a LeBron game where he goes for 40 or 50 and they win?
Yeah.
So,
what happens if you have another Lonnie Walker 15-point fourth quarter out of somebody? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Hey.
No, you play the game.
You play the one in front of you, right? You don't worry about the next one. You play the one that got in front of you.
You both are right. But I'll say this.
Here we go.
Here we go. I'm not going to the same extent as what Greeny is going. Like LeBron and them shouldn't show up, just put on a robe and just sit at home and watch. I'd never say that. But a part of me does really believe that Golden State wins Game 5 because I don't think they're going to lie down. They are back home. This is a championship caliber basketball team. We forget that the defending champs. They haven't been playing like it this year, but Steph and Clay going back to San Fran, them guys are not laying down. You're going to have to run them over. And I'm just saying, I think AD could have a good game. But if there's going to be any type of dominant shooting night for this Golden State Warrior team, when is the game? Tonight?
Yeah, tonight.
It's going to be tonight. I don't think they'll win the series. They go back home to L.A. The Lakers are winning the series. But tonight, I don't think we see the Warriors go home in a gentleman's sweep. I just don't. I hope I'm wrong. I really do, so that the Lakers can have their rest. I just don't see it, and I hope and pray to God I'm wrong.
I'm going to go back to 2002, 2003 series. 3-time defending champs, Lakers going to San Antonio. Big shot Bob misses a shot to win the game. Okay, we still have momentum. We go home to L.A. playing San Antonio. San Antonio beats the brakes off us. Game 6. I know it's a difference of
in
5
LA?
Game 6 in LA. So my whole point is you play the game.
No, true.
You know,
it's true.
Shaq didn't have a good game. Kobe didn't have a game. I'm still having an awful series. and they win that game because Tim was on a roll. You know, he was playing extraordinary. Bruce Bowen hit like 7 threes that game. So you play the game. So all these experts like that saying, "Oh, they should stay home." No, you play the game. I understand. Now, my whole point: if you get to the fourth quarter and you're down 20, and you sit on over here, you just sit down, and then you rest for that fourth quarter. You take that load management. But if you got a chance to win it, you win the game because hey, Steph showed he's human. He didn't shoot the ball that well at Klay, and with the way they run the offense now through Steph, Klay gets no shots because Steph, he's a great player, but to me, he only looks for that roll guy. Because think about it, he never like comes off that pick and roll and passes to the Klay in the corner or something like that. He only looks for his big or his shot. So that's what you got to be on point about, because I like it when Steph's at point because Klay gets no shots.
Yeah, I don't. Like I said, I hope I'm wrong. I really do. I just don't see any Warriors team that we've seen over the last 5, 6, 7 years. Even this one, I have a hard time seeing them lay down and be like.
And I guarantee you never thought the Warriors be up 3-1 in the finals and lose.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Anything's possible.
This is very true.
This is true.
I just know one thing tonight. The Lakers got to go. The Lakers got to play like they down 3-1.
Yeah.
They forget what the series record is. You're going into a hostile environment back into San Francisco, and you got to play like you down 3-1 if you really want to win this series and get yourself some rest.
Yeah. I mean, well, I guess here's my question. We're recording this show on Wednesday. If you're downloading this on Thursday morning, what happened? Did the Lakers? Is this a sure and on? Golden State's gonna push this thing to a 6? You think the Lakers have a shot tonight?
We're going back to Crypto Arena for Game 6 in a close battle.
The next time they play in Crypto will be against the Denver Nuggets.
Oh, I like it. Okay, bold predictions. You think they're gonna win tonight?
Hey, it's an odd number game. AD going to work tonight.
You know what? And now here's the other conversation point that I saw about the Lakers, which I thought was kind of ridiculous because we're putting the cart way ahead of the horse. Everybody's all wound up this week about the fact that Westbrook and Pat Bev get rings if the Lakers win. Everyone seems wound up about that. It's like, well, you got a long way to go before we get to that.
Yeah, and I can see somebody like Pat Bev saying something like this, but Russ, you're going to the Hall of Fame, bro.
Yeah,
like I get you want your ring, but most guys, who have that caliber of career and are going to be enshrined, they want to have something to do with the ring. Bro, you get a ring, I can't call you a champion. Yeah, you were but you were part of the first phase of the team that no one ever thought would be here. Oh, no. They traded you, and the whole trajectory of this team has completely changed. Mm-hmm. Bro, if you don't put that little nice ring in a case and put it somewhere else, and matter of fact, I need you to forget that you have it.
But if that's the only ring he ever wins in his career, doesn't he get to say he's an NBA champion?
He's married. He got a wedding ring.
Well, that's not the point. We don't have to win that one.
Well, he had to get his wife.
Well, that's
true. He had to win her over.
He did.
And that's harder to do than to win a championship.
Well, I don't know. I don't know about that.
Hey,
you ain't cute. You ain't handsome. I'm just saying.
No. Okay, well, this brings about another question. Let's ask the man that has 7 himself.
Man, you ain't cute. You ain't handsome.
Nah, I don't want to get you in trouble, Rob. Well, I guess depending on how you answer, depends if you get yourself in trouble. Which one was tougher, the wedding ring or your championship ring? I put the S in.
Do you see this face, man? I hate tough winning over my wife.
Okay,
winning the championship was way tougher shit.
Okay, cool. So your wedding ring was the tougher one. Okay, cool.
No, my wedding ring wasn't tough. Not at all.
He's saying he's so handsome. He just fell into a wedding ring. Looking. I mean, that ain't even cheap. Try.
Now, is your wife home right now?
No, she's not home. She'll be sitting right next to me. I'll tell her that shit.
Oh, the things
I'm
we
cute.
say.
I'm handsome. Shit.
Hey, so what? Bro, you are 6'10". Cute. Look, cute is for puppies. You a 6'10" grown man. Don't nobody care nothing about you being cute.
Hey, and I got a little cheddar, man. So
well, that's another story. That's fine. Well, I can't say nothing about that.
That gets the job done.
That's fine.
Gets the job done.
You should have led with that first.
When in doubt, come step into the Bentley. Just saying, you know.
You should have led with that first. Puppies are cute.
Well, puppies ain't got cheddar. So,
exactly. There you go.
Oh no. Where do you want to go next? We got 3 other series to talk about.
Do we have to talk about this Knicks and Heat series?
Well, I have one thing in here. I'm gonna, since we're on bad Mike Greenberg takes, I'm gonna give you the second bad Mike Greenberg take of the show. We have another one. This is Greeny talking about the Heat Knicks series.
But according to Jalen, there's more than that. There's also just the reality of the temperature change, the heat, the geography, being down there for 3 days. It sort of saps a little bit of your energy and your strength. We talk about that primarily in football. I know this is an indoor sport, but I mean the Knicks, whatever it is, Jimmy Butler is just has just destroyed them.
Yeah, no, that's the point, Greeny. It has nothing to do with how hot it is in Miami.
Are they playing in Dolphin
Jimmy
Stadium?
Buckets has run your ass. That's all it is. That's the whole thing.
See, this makes his Laker take. I may have to take back my Lakers take because ain't no way in the world you follow that up with. It must be the Miami Heat. Are they playing outside?
No, they're not. They're in an air conditioned
Did they open
arena.
the roof?
No.
Rob, come on, talk to me. Now, where you get this from?
But, I know what he's referring to.
Oh, Lord.
Because, and it has nothing to do with, but when you play in Miami, the arena is a little humid. I get that. And that's why I love playing in Miami, because it made you, as an athlete, you want to get out there, you want to sweat, you want to feel good. Mm-hmm. And when you're an older athlete, which none of the Knicks are, it makes your joints feel better. So I see where he was trying to go with that. But he's still full of shit.
I got a question. No team. And find guys like going to Miami. There is no team in the league if that's the case, there's no team in the league that should have a better home court advantage than the Denver Nuggets. They are 5,000 feet above sea level. Why haven't they won a title?
Because they ain't been good.
Well, this could be the year.
Wait.
Honestly, if Denver gets to the Western Conference Finals, that's a huge win, I think, for the Nuggets.
They've been at 5,000 plus feet for years.
Well, but they
haven't been good
players.
in
Yeah.
years.
So when they had Melo and they had AI and they had all
AI
going through
wasn't good for that team.
But that team, they were playoff teams.
They were.
And they got their ass kicked.
They did.
San Antonio Spurs.
And 5,000
a better
plus feet.
team.
Didn't matter how high you were playing.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
So, you got folk holding their breath in Denver, still whooping their ass up in their home court.
I'll tell you what, though, man. It takes aside, Jimmy Butler has shown everybody.
Oh, that's playoff Jimmy.
He is arguably, as far as the postseason goes, he's one of the best postseason players
all time
I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking about it in my head. I'm like, guys that are they're great in the regular season, but they are exceptional in the playoffs. Jimmy might be near the top of that list.
Yeah.
It's weird when Jimmy said there's no things as playoff Jimmy. I'm like, you lie. Because, I'm just going to go off what I know personally. When you are in the playoffs and you have that fear of being eliminated, it gives you that extra drive, that extra adrenaline to push through. Some guys don't know how to turn that switch on. They think it's just another game. No, it's a whole mental that takes over you. You change everything you do in your world. Like for me, I wouldn't drink. I wouldn't eat out if I didn't have to. I stayed off my feet. I stayed in the house. I didn't do anything. I didn't even talk to people on the phone if I didn't have to. So you just shut down the world, and all you think about is your opponent and yourself and trying to get that dub. So I don't know if Jimmy does that, but I'm telling you for myself, that's how I did it. So you become a different person in the playoffs because the energy you get from knowing that you could be eliminated is something that you can't do during the regular season.
Yeah, he is. And you might be right.
He's next level.
And only Jimmy knows. Jimmy knows, what he has to do to tap in and get to that next level. And like I said, this ain't new. We saw this in the bubble. We've seen this for quite some time. The fact that there are certain guys in the league that when the lights are the brightest and when it's the hottest, and obviously it can't get no hotter in Miami because everybody else complaining about the heat, even being indoors. I just don't understand. But
it's an excuse is all it is.
Yeah. It's a stupid excuse.
It's somebody trying to make an excuse for the New York Knicks not playing as well as they should be in the postseason.
Look, well, New York Knicks are just...
Let's be honest. If you really get the team, they ain't that good. They're not that good. Yes. You look, it's like especially when quickly.
They have their runs though, where if everybody starts clicking and they're playing the ball they're good at, and
but everybody has their runs,
right? But I mean, they have a good. I'm just saying they have a good. Thibodeau's got them on a good system.
Yeah,
it works well. They got the right guys.
It's a regular season system.
Okay,
but when you can lock in,
you have to change your system for the postseason.
Well, yeah, but you got to look. There's a lot of teams that play over the years. They're really good during the season, but when it comes to playoffs and you go up against teams that are elite. Honestly, and know how to break you down and analyze you and exploit your weaknesses, you can do that. And this New York Knicks team, they can't shoot. They have no 3-point shooters. They can only drive and get to the hole. And you think about Bam. Bam is one of the best defenders in the game. He's guarding Julius Randle. What can Julius Randle do? Get to the rack, get his game off like that, shoot threes. He can't do that on Bam. And so now you're like, oh shit, what do we do?
I got it. And speaking of Julius Randle, I don't know.
For him like everybody else?
You said what?
You looking for him like everybody else?
Yeah.
There's a manhunt in New York.
I've always looked. And Julius obviously was drafted by the Lakers and didn't play his first year because he broke his leg. But I think Julius Randle is a good player. But he is on a good team. Julius Randle is a third option. He is not a number one by any stretch. And he's been masquerading as somewhat of a number two. In a sense, he is the third best player on a good team. If you're talking about a team that's contending, he is the third option. And we've seen him disappear. We've seen him be benched. Like if you're gonna be who you are saying that you are, you can't be benched in the playoffs. I'm sorry. This is not the regular season where people can, you benched in game 42 and by game 62 we forgot about that. No, dog. If you the man, be the man. Or you just one of the guys in the rotation. And I don't know what they do with him at some point in time, but I don't know if New York wants him out of there. But I know Stephen A. Smith was like, I want him traded and blah, blah, blah. We'll see what they do this offseason because you can't be one of those guys there in New York and be benched. It can't happen.
No.
Stephen A. is just funny, man. He's
overreacts.
He's over the top. Yeah.
Well, all these guys do this. That's why I'm playing bad Greenberg.
He's a New Yorker.
It's like,
all New Yorkers overreact. You see how they did in the first round after they beat Cleveland? You would have thought they won the title the way they were up and down Times Square.
It's the first time they won a playoff series since 10 years, 11 years or something.
Act like you've been there before, even if you never.
Carmelo Anthony was in your lineup the last time you won a playoff series.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. That is a victory for them.
Tom Thibodeau may want to give Carmelo a call too.
Or Boogie Cousins. You see the way Boogie's playing down in Puerto Rico?
Yeah, Boogie.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I saw some.
He's playing out of his mind, man.
Yeah.
You just need to get in shape and get healthy.
Getting some buckets. Yeah. You think he's still got some game left in him? And NBA caliber game, I should say.
I have to watch him.
I think he has a little bit. He's a role guy now. Like he's not what he used to be.
You can excel in a lesser league. I mean, that's not, you know what I mean? You're not really sending him flowers for that. But
Dwight Howard
did. Well, yeah.
But Dwight still can play. He can still play in the league, though.
Yeah, he could.
Yeah, I don't. I'm a little iffy on Boogie. I would need to see a little more. But yeah, he's
I need to see him against some better
well.
competition.
Yeah. We mentioned it earlier. The Jokic shove on Matt Ishbia, one of the owners of the Suns.
Yeah.
The other night. I bring it up just because he didn't get. He's going to play Game 5.
Good.
We're not going to get. We didn't get the suspension out of that. I didn't know if he deserved a suspension.
He didn't.
Anytime you put your hands on a fan, whether it's the owner of the Suns or not. But now here's the thing too. Matt Ishbia holding on to the basketball as that play goes out of bounds, not wanting to hand it back to Jokic. The hell is that?
I'm the owner. So
is that what that is? A power move for no reason?
Of course it is.
His old basketball days came in.
Of course it is.
Basketball. It was back then when you get a ball. For me, I look at that play and owner. I think he wasn't even paying any attention. I think he was looking at his player.
Yeah.
Make sure he was like, all of a sudden someone try to grab it from you. Hold on to it. It's just as a basketball player, that's your natural instinct to do it. And my whole point is Jokic had no reason to go over there anyway.
None.
Because the ref was over there, the player was over there. If he did go to get the ball, he can't throw it in bounds like he's soccer or something because he can't start the play because the ref was trying to help the player up.
Right.
And so just stay on the court and stay out of there. He had no business going over there in the first place.
I did want to play Mike Malone in the post game? Because
yeah.
this cracked me the hell up.
He's going to get the ball, and some fan is holding on to the ball like he wants to be a part of the game.
You think the fans, the owner of the Suns, made any difference?
I don't give a shit. I really don't care.
You think it makes a difference? The fans, the owner of the Suns? I don't give a shit.
Hey, when his ass looking for a job and the owners get together, says don't hire that mofo. He said he don't give a shit.
Is that how that went down?
I don't give a shit.
No, he doesn't care.
I think you bury them type of hatches because if he's a good coach and he can get you the results you want, you're hiring.
You look at him and go,
I don't give a shit.
just come on in. Let's go.
And here's the thing. They did right by not suspending him.
No, I don't think he deserved
You suspend Jokic, you don't care what he did.
You dinged him for $25,000 for it.
You're talking about changing. You're talking about altering
the entire
series,
playoff series for sure.
And the
because
NBA
you wouldn't have had him for Game 5. You probably don't win Game 5.
And the NBA is not shortchanging the viewer.
Hey, let me just say this: I guarantee if David Stern was still the commissioner, he'd have been suspended for a game.
Really?
Because David Stern is more of an owner's commish than
a player.
Adams is. Adams
very a player. He's a very player friendly.
Because there's a lot of things like you forget. Tim Duncan was running down the court and shoved the ref out of the way to get into his lane, and they suspended him for a game.
Well, I think refs are different.
Yeah, but I'm just saying though, he was in the course of you on the court and you in my way.
Yeah,
and I get you out of
DeJounte
the
Murray
way.
got banged a game for just kind of bumping a ref.
No, he didn't just bump a ref.
He didn't just bump a ref, but this is during the game when you're trying to fill a lane and you push a ref out of the way to get down the lane.
Yeah.
That's different. You on the court in the way.
Right.
During the game. This is after the game when you like holding the process. Like I guarantee you, David Stern, I don't give a shit. I got to snip this in the bud. So if this fan was just a regular fan, you get a melee, you get all this kind of stuff. Because I tell you what David Stern would have did. He was like, no, you're suspended. I don't give a shit if you're MVP. You ain't gonna put your hands on somebody.
David Stern just said.
But I
don't give a shit.
Thank you.
I'm glad they didn't, and I'm glad the $25K. You punish him in another way by hitting him in the pockets, and he still gets to play. You don't.
Come on, man. $25K like 25 cents a year.
No, I get it. But I mean, it's still hitting you a little bit in your pocket. It's still money that you wouldn't have given up if you didn't have to give it up.
Can I call
you? You get to write it off.
I want to call Jokic out a little bit though, because Jokic after the game.
Lied.
Well, he didn't even. It's not even that he lied. It's just this well, I thought the NBA was supposed to protect the players. Maybe I was wrong about that. Get off your little soapbox, dude. Yeah. You were as much in the wrong as he was.
Yeah, that's true.
You had no purpose being over there. You didn't need to go get the ball out of the crowd. It didn't matter who was holding it.
Right.
Get off it. I thought they were supposed to look out for us. Shut up.
Yeah, that was the funny part. He put his hands on me, so I pushed him. Like, he didn't even touch you.
He even just hold the basketball. The whole thing was really stupid. It was really, and by all parties involved. But I mean, if you're Matt Ishbia, you should know better than to hold onto a basketball. And if you're Jokic, you should know better than to put your hands on anybody. A fan, or owner, otherwise, just don't. Ain't worth it, man.
Yeah.
Because if you caught a suspension for that, oh my God, Denver would have had to pay the price for it. Your team pays the price for your shitty behavior.
They got their heads beat in the way, especially with David Booker playing right now. Ooh.
So Book right now, averaging 36.7 points a game, averaging 62% from the field. Oh my God! I mean, I think he's missed 9 shots in the last 2 games or something like that.
You're a hooper, man.
Games 3 and 4, he only missed 9 shots.
Hey, the crazy part is he came back down to earth by shooting 8 for 19 last night.
Yeah, last night wasn't good. Yeah,
scored 28
let's
points.
Let's not talk about last night.
Hey, but still, though.
You're shooting holes in my point, damn it. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, though, those numbers are still fucking great
They're
numbers.
Unbelievable.
For us,
he had an off night.
Yeah,
he did have an off night. But
that's that's an off night for him. He's just been extraordinary.
He has been incredible.
Yeah, I said it before. Like you kids, if you want to watch someone play, Devin Booker is the guy. If you want to score, like when he shoots the ball, he's straight up and down. I mean, his form is like perfect. If you say put someone's picture in the book or in the definition or what's it called, Webster, whatever it is, you want to say what is the picture perfect form? Devin Booker's shot, man. It's a beautiful shot. It's a beautiful thing, Gus.
It is a beautiful thing, Gus. Ain't nobody got a Webster anymore, by the way. Webster's dictionary is a thing from when we were kids. Now people got Wikipedia and the internet. They don't need that. That's like when you tell somebody to go look it up in an encyclopedia. My daughter's like,
Google it.
The hell's an encyclopedia?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, it was
Google
Google, but printed out on shelves. That's basically what an encyclopedia was. You had to go dig stuff up. All right, last series, Joel Embiid was fantastic on the road in Boston. Just fantastic in Game 5. Sixers a game away from the Eastern Conference Finals as they push up against the Celtics. So now you're going to have Sixers-Boston Game 6 in Philly, which I think is going to be unhinged. I think that place is going to be insane.
Yep.
Do you think the Sixers close this thing out?
You know what? I feel like they do. Just because I just feel like there's a little turmoil in Boston going. Because if you listen to the way Jaylen Brown interviews have been going.
Well, that's where,
Oh, that
It's
goes.
like-
kind of where it was going, yeah.
It's like, man, these motherfuckers don't pass me the ball. I have it rolling, good. Now I got to manufacture my own shots,
Yeah.
And then it's just weird, man. Plus, when you get a guy like James Harden and get on that role where he's shooting, and then you got Maxey playing well now.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the MVP, so they're in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, and Harden in Game 4, holy cow. I mean, what is it, 42 points or something? It's the game winner in overtime.
Like 42, 8, 9 or something.
I'm going to go skip ahead a little bit and give James Harden big shot of the week because he had John Howe, who's one of the shooting victims from the Michigan State shooting back in February, at the game with him. And I guess like Harden and John became friends during his recovery. And Harden said, look, man, I'm going to get you to a game. And he did. He got him to Game 4. Harden has just an insane game and then gives him his shoes off his feet, signs him, sends him on his way with his autographed game shoes. Just a really cool moment from James Harden, who, we kind of buy into this idea of James Harden being like party guy and strip club guy.
Oh,
and
he
all that
still
stuff.
is.
But he is that guy. But it's
He's
nice.
still a nice
It's
guy.
nice to see the sentimental side, the softer side of a guy like James Harden.
Yeah.
So I gave him a big
James,
shot of the
you know,
week. I thought that was a cool move, man.
He's a really nice guy. I've gotten to talk to him a few times, and people just think because you hear the strip clubs and the things of that
Well, it's
nature.
the image. You buy the image.
Yeah,
now,
yeah, but that doesn't mean you're not a nice guy.
Right, but it's people love to spin your image. Oh, he's at the strip club. He's just throwing money. Well, he's helping put those girls through college.
That man,
Exactly.
that man has set up residence in the strip club. That's why so many people want him to go back to Houston.
The economy kind of dropped when he left. So, but
Yeah, that's what happened in Houston.
Yeah.
That's been the problem.
It's all right.
But,
Don't worry, he'll be back.
Yeah, so we'll see if it is indeed Sixers close it out and Heat.
I got the Sixers winning this thing.
Yeah, it seems to be the consensus seems to be, and I've heard a few people say this now, that no matter who faces the Heat are doomed in the Eastern Conference Finals. If the Heat close out the Knicks, which I don't necessarily believe, because I don't think anybody saw the Heat in a position to even be in the Eastern Conference Finals.
This is why right now is the NBA playoffs is about matchups. Mm-hmm. The Heat are matching up. They match up very well with the Knicks. But when they go to that next series, Jimmy Butler and Bam can't guard everybody because they know they're going to exploit their weaknesses. And one of their weaknesses, they have no bench.
Yeah.
You got two of their bench players out for the year. And then you just look around that crew like, okay, Kevin Love can't guard anybody. Kyle Lowry can guard people every other game. And so it's just going to be hard for them to beat a team that's loaded. Like whoever wins it, whoever's loaded, and they have a bench, they're just going to be going at Jimmy Butler, and they're just going to pack it in, Pack it in, don't let Jimmy Butler get to the rack.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if it is Lakers and Nuggets, you think the Lakers stand a shot against Denver?
Yeah,
Denver
of course.
goes ahead and admits.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not just saying this because I cover the Lakers. If you break down each and every team and you say, okay, this team is missing this, this, and this, I think you look at the Lakers are one of the few teams, them and Denver, that aren't missing much. If you look at Denver, they're missing a shot blocker so you can attack them. Mm-hmm. But if you look at the Lakers, they're missing maybe a 3-point shooter, a consistent 3-point shooter.
Yeah.
And so is Denver. But I don't see any flaws in the teams that are out there. I should say the flaws are rampant in the other teams, but not these two teams.
That's a 7-game series.
Yeah.
I really think that could be a bloodbath. And to see whoever's coming out of the West, they limping to the NBA Finals.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Real
they
talk.
gonna cruise. They gonna cruise though when they get there, probably.
Yeah, that's a.
Well, we'll see.
That's a bloodbath.
For what it's worth, Harden, when he scored that 42-point game the other night in Game 4, the most 30-point playoff games in NBA history, Harden now has 47.
Wow.
The list, though, very prestigious. LeBron has the most with 118.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan right behind him with a $108. Kobe has 88. Kareem has 75. Jerry West has 74. KD has 74.
Yeah.
Elgin Baylor had 60 30-point playoff games. Steph's had 56. Shaq had 55. Karl Malone 54, and Dream had 53.
And I got to be honest.
That's a nice list to be on.
Yeah.
I don't like. I've never really been a big fan of James Harden's game. I don't like, even though he's a hell of a player and he's going to be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
I think the way he draws fouls and the things that he does annoys me. Like his game, in a sense, kind of annoys me. Like I know he knows how to play and he's a baller, so that's the objective side. But I don't like the way it's some players I don't like the way they draw fouls. And I'm like, yo, that's not a foul. And the way they go about doing things and trying to create contact, it's annoying. You get the call because you're a superstar, but yo, bro, I don't like. Sometimes I don't like watching
his game though because of the new rules. Though he's changed it a little bit,
right?
You know, him and Trey. I thought those two guys were going to be in the biggest trouble with the new rule being changed, and they can't just jump in somebody and draw the foul. And I think they've adapted and they've been able to go out and score. But James has changed a lot. You know,
yeah, he's changed some of it.
You know what? I want them to get rid of that other rule, that damn rip through rule. I hate that shit, man.
Rip through? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you can't even put your hands out as a defender now. You just got to guard people with your hand behind the back. I'm like, they taking all the advantages away from the defense and get them to the offense.
Hey, you know what I want them to bring back?
I should say swing through, not rip through. Yeah. What's that?
Hand checking.
I knew you were going to say it. I'm the same way. Hand checking.
Hand checking.
Yeah.
You want defenders to have more free range? Allow them to hand check.
You know, I want them to bring back traveling.
No, we don't call that anymore. No, we don't call that anymore.
What you mean? It's always been there.
No, we don't call it
They
anymore.
don't.
No.
I want to go back to 2-step, not 3 steps.
Well, hold on. What you think the Euro step is?
No, the step back is the biggest travel.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
the
you
Euro step
set
is only
and then you
really
step
2.
back and move both your feet. That's a travel.
Yeah. You know how many guys catch and step back like they take that third step?
Yep.
All the great shooters.
Steph.
Only one that really doesn't do it, he does it some, is Clay. But Steph travels all the time. James travels all the time.
All the time.
All the time. That mother might take 6 steps.
I mean,
You want me to tell you who else be traveling on the low too?
Who?
LeBron.
Oh, that little look at the ball, step back 3 he does?
Not even that. It's like sometimes when he drives to the basket and he hits that little spin move sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be like, dang, LeBron took a whole trip around the world.
The best is Giannis at that, though. Giannis at that will travel more than anybody I know.
There's I can't remember the name of the Twitter account, but there's like an NBA snitch Twitter account that basically highlights every travel, and they're just like travel. It's just rampant. It's so bad when they actually put the spotlight on it. It's everywhere.
I said these boys be going on vacation early.
Going on
Be
a
going
job.
all around the
I
world.
get some laps in
1,
before
2,
I get
3 Cancun.
Oh yeah, the Nick Van Exel 1, 2, 3 Cancun. I love it. All right, moving off the playoffs briefly, and then we're going to get to this week's round of black crime or white crime, and I'm going to tell you why. I got audio to go with it. Bronny commits to USC. That was one of the other big stories this week. I don't really know if it matters so much. I'm going to bring it up just because it makes sense. LeBron's in L.A. Bronny's going to play at USC. Is USC like a hot ticket now? Everybody's going to be full of A-listers at freaking USC games now?
They've had a decent recruiting class with this class, or this have they not?
No.
They've got a couple of guys to commit.
I have no idea. I just know Bronny's going.
I know Dennis Rodman's son is going there too now, but no.
All I'll say is this. He's committed for what, 2024?
I think so, yes.
So,
and he's one and done, right?
I don't know. It depends. It depends on how I don't know. He might need to be there 2 years.
How long can he stay there and still hit the end? If the end goal is I want to play with my dad,
right?
How long can you stay in school to hit that? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, LeBron probably two years max.
Maybe two.
Here's the thing.
I mean, maybe.
I think with Bronny, I know it's not about the money thing, but he's gonna make more money by being in college than he will if he go to the pros.
Yeah, at least early on.
Is he trying to establish himself as an individual? Because he gonna get all types of NIL deals.
Yeah, he is.
I think he said $5 million.
Yeah, $6 million. Last time I heard.
Okay.
So stay your ass in college. Start your own brand. Don't live. I'm not saying he's living off his dad brand, but he says start your own brand. So now you can have something to pass along to your kids.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
So now here's my question: does LeBron selfishly get in his ear though, and go, "Look, man, we could do something that's never been done before"?
No, I don't think so.
Father and son playing on the same team in the NBA never happened.
I think he says he's serious. I think he's serious about wanting to do it, but I don't think it's at the expense of rushing Bronny.
Okay.
Like if it comes down to making history doing this or
your
stunting
son
his growth,
needs more time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, I'm not gonna stunt your growth when it comes because
you need to be you.
Right, because me being on the court with you is what, for a season maybe?
Yeah.
For the storyline, and then I'm gone.
Yeah.
Where you have your whole career ahead of you, and I don't want to stunt your growth for the sake of a season.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta let
sitting in
LeBron
my
be.
rocking chair watching you play.
Right.
Yeah. let LeBron be a dad.
Yeah.
Let him be a dad.
Like, I seriously think he wants to, and I think Bronny wants to as well, but I think they also have to realize, unless he literally takes college by storm his first year, to where it's like, yo, you need to go.
You need to go?
You got to go. Yeah, you got to go.
You're risking money if you don't come out.
Yeah, just go. You don't need to be here anymore.
Though. How many years LeBron got left on this deal? Just one,
2?
right? Next year?
I think he's just got one. I think it's next season. I think it's just next season.
Next season.
I may be wrong.
Is it
but I think
AD?
it's just next
AD
season.
is just next season. LeBron has one after that.
But I thought he synced his contract up with AD.
Oh, he did?
I think so. I think they synced their contracts up
I
together.
might be wrong, but I think he's only got
That's
1
going
year
to be
left.
very interesting right there. If his contract
So he's going to have his last year in LA, and Bronny's got one, and then we'll match it with Bronny's first year at USC.
I'll say this: if Bronny does go, if he stays an extra year, I think LeBron will have kind of an idea about what's happening because it's his son and he'll be involved in all of that. I can see him adding one more year with the Lakers.
Yeah. I think a lot of it.
23-24 is his last year of his contract.
So after next season.
Yep.
Yeah. So here's also thing, but if the NBA all of a sudden say, "Hey, we're going to put a team in Vegas," does LeBron say, "Shit, do I stay to play with my son or do I opt out, get my own team, and then draft my son?" Because the rumors are is
Would he
that
be an owner?
He wants to be an owner, and the rumors is that he might be able to buy or be a part of the ownership if they put a team in Vegas. I know they ain't gonna do it just like that,
Right.
but I'm just saying it's about 3 to 4 years.
And guys
down the
can
line.
now own parts of teams as players. Yeah.
Can they really?
Yeah, that's that new rule that came through.
Oh.
They can a team
That
can
feels
now
like an egregious conflict of interest.
But see, here's
though, doesn't it?
here's
See,
the problem.
That's the Adam effect.
Here's the problem though, and somebody had some big money guy had made reference to this. He says that's not beneficial for players because a lot of these owners are able to buy these teams because of everything else they've invested in. But you're not allowing the players to invest in those other things so they can acquire more money so that they can buy the team. You're wanting them to put their money directly into a team, but not all those players can do that. Allow them to do what owners do, invest in all those other things and buy up those other things so that they can get the capital so they can buy the team. But they're not letting you know that. They're letting, hey, we're letting you buy teams. Well, ain't but so many guys can do that in the league.
Yeah.
Well,
I ain't like but one. That's only one in the league right now that can do that.
Like, so
Probably.
a lot of these guys are skipping, now we can invest. Yeah, but go get the money that these owners are getting in other things. They're using the money, 20 years of business experience to then come and buy.
They started to had that issue a couple of years ago when Danny Manning did that big contract out in Phoenix. And I don't even want to say that asshole's name, gave him a part of the team. And so it just goes from that. They was like, oh, we can't do this because you can tell right then it's going to get out of hand. Oh, yeah, I come sign with you. You give me part of ownership. Mm-hmm. And so they cut that out, They nipped that in the bud real fast.
That was Magic's deal at one point with the Lakers. It was supposed to be, huh? No,
he was
you talking about when he was the president of operations? He was supposed to have some ownership or something.
Wasn't it Jerry Buss? Wasn't it like a 25-year, $25 million contract, and part of that was to be like have ownership stake or something? The contract was ridiculous.
I don't remember.
There was some rumor about like a 20-year, $25 million deal. I'm like, bro, how you know this dude gonna play 20 years?
Yeah.
And then part of that was to have some type of ownership and equity in the Lakers. I don't know. Maybe that was just a rumor.
No, maybe,
I just remember the Danny Manning thing out in Phoenix. That's the only one I can remember.
All right, well, we'll see how it all shakes out. All right, audio of the week is going to lead us into this week's game. Oakland A's announcer, Glenn Cooper, was on the A's broadcast. Did you see this? Mm-hmm. Describing things they had done in Kansas City. They were playing the Royals. Man, he was excited. They got to go to a barbecue joint. And they got to go to the Negro League Museum.
That ain't what he said.
Only poor Glenn here didn't say Negro League Museum. He said something else entirely.
We had a phenomenal day today. League Museum and Arthur Bryant's barbecue.
Oh.
You know how the A's is about to leave Oakland?
Oh, he's
he about to lose out on his job too. That gig is done.
You work in Oakland. Like, of all what are you doing, dude? What are you doing?
Hey,
all right.
When I heard this, I was like, "Is this what the hell did he just say?"
Now here's the thing. I'm going to play his apology, and
then I had to say, well, maybe that was the brother that said it. Oh no, brother.
No. Oh no, he's white as cream cheese. Oh yeah. He's whiter than cream cheese. I'm going to play you the apology. And then I'm gonna make a quick point, and we'll move on to the game. Here's his apology. By the way, it took until the freaking 6th inning to get an apology out of him.
Welcome back to Kauffman Stadium. I just wanted to, a little bit earlier in the show, I said something didn't come out quite the way I wanted it to, and I just wanted to apologize if it sounded different than I meant it to be said. And like I said, I just wanted to apologize for that.
That is the most dance around the point bullshit excuse for an apology I've ever heard.
That was awful.
Okay, let's go through apology 101. Okay. Because I think some people, even as adults, they're stupid and they don't understand this.
Go for it.
Apology 101 is you apologizing for what you said, right? There are no ifs, ands.
Own it. First thing.
The one word that takes away ownership is if. I apologize if I said something.
Or but.
But.
I apologize, but.
Once you use one of those transition words, the apology is null and void. There is no apology. Because now you're saying, well, you may have heard me say this, but this ain't really what I said, or this ain't really what I meant.
Yeah.
True.
And so my problem is, bro, once you said, we heard what you said. Ain't no ifs about what you said. Ain't no buts about what you said. Mm-hmm. You said it.
All right, hold up. Rob's throwing money at somebody. What are you doing? You can go handle your business if you need to.
No, that was keys. She needed the keys to the car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, ain't no ifs, ands, or buts, dog. So you can take that apology, you can ball it up, and you can stick it where you need to wipe.
Let me. I'm just gonna say something on behalf of all white people.
Oh Lord, that's a lot.
We are extremely aware of the use of that word. Okay, it doesn't accidentally fall out of your mouth. You don't. Oops, I didn't mean to say it the way it may have come out, and I've kind of framed it differently. No. When the I follows the N, you're done. That's it. You're out. Like, you are hypersensitive to the fact that you just said the word.
He said it.
You're not supposed to say. And he was just like oblivious to it.
Yeah.
That is preposterous because it's not even true.
No, he said it at home.
Hold
on, let's throw an allegedly in here before we get thrown.
Oh no, he said it at home. Ain't no allegedly. I say it on my chest. He said it at home.
He sing all the songs in his car and say it loud and proud.
He be look. He's sitting in his chair. Look,
he's Michael from Office Space. He's bumping in the rap music till the black guy walks by and then turns it down.
Yeah, he sit in his house with his leg folded and say the word.
Mm-hmm. Hey, we were in college. We had I love one of my teammates, Darby Rich. I love him to death. Right, We used to always mess with. He was the only white guy on the team. You can say it, man. Go ahead, say it.
No.
You can say it.
No.
He's like, I ain't saying that. Hell no.
No.
He's like, man, I won't even say that word if I'm not around you guys. I'm like, oh man, because we said mine all the time, right? And it'd be like, no, you all right? You can say it, man. You good?
Don't set that. Don't you set that poor soul up for some.
No,
He's
yeah.
like, hey, you ain't gonna trick me. I love Darby.
Like, no, it's cool, man. Go ahead, say it. Say it. Go ahead, say it. Look. No, just go ahead and say it.
Now, hold on. Why is there a human body print in the lockers? Yeah, because they didn't caved him into that thing.
Had to peel his ass out of there with a spatula.
They had to, they had to bring the jaws of life in to tear him up out of there.
Wreck that boy. All right, well, that leads us just so perfectly into a round of black crime or white crime. How do I not play this game after that audio of the week? I apologize if I came out the wrong way. Bullshit.com. What are you talking about? All right, so you know the rules of this game. I give you an absolutely absurd crime. You just tell me, was the perpetrator black or was the perpetrator white? And here we go. All right, story number 1. 2 Minnesota teens, after stealing a car in the area and then crashing it, fled on foot from police and were found hiding inside of a porta potty. I don't know why that was your... Look, duck out in the porta potties. They'll never find us. They were both arrested and charged with grand theft auto. So did the kids that stole a car, crash the car, and then hid out in a porta potty, black kids or white kids? And I say kids because they were teenagers. Who wants to go first?
It's your show, big dog.
All right, here we go.
I'll go first. First of all, if it was black kids, they were like, oh, you ain't gonna catch us, dog. And they young, they sprinting. You know, we think we the fastest people in the world. So I got to go with the fact they try to hide. I got to go to them white guys because they ain't got the wheels to outrun the police. So they was gonna try to hide.
I like it.
Yeah, but at some point in time, I don't know. At some point in time, you gotta hide because I mean, you're not running forever. You just gotta hide somewhere where you don't think they'll find you.
And they don't have porta potties in black neighborhoods.
Why they don't?
What the hell are you talking about?
Why they don't?
Why is that?
Because we just use a tree and keep it moving.
I'm gonna go.
Some stinky ass trees down the street. Well, you know what?
But a porta potty is a nasty place to hide out.
It
boy.
really
Once
is.
that thing
Dude.
tip over, boy.
Well, not even that. I don't even want to go into a porta potty to use a porta potty. I'm like,
I'm gonna go white.
All right. Well, you're both going to get a point. Couple of white kids, by the way. Oh, no, wait, I hit the wrong button. There you go. No, yeah, white kids. White kids. The big giveaway, Minnesota, would have been the big giveaway.
Oh, please. Anthony Edwards played in Minnesota.
Yeah, and he ain't hiding in a porta
Prince
potty.
is from Minnesota, man.
What you mean? Yeah. Black folks in Minnesota.
I don't know. I doubt it. Maybe a few. They all play for the Timberwolves.
Well,
That's
no,
about
they
it.
play for Justin Jefferson, Dalvin Cook, at least for now.
All right, so if they don't play for the Timberwolves, they play for the Vikings. But that's about
You just
it.
said there wasn't no black people there, though.
All right. Few and far between. If I said something that came out the wrong way, I apologize.
Oh, please.
All right, story number 2. A California.
Say that shit, man.
I love it. B-Dog's like, he says it at his house. He sits back with a glass of scotch and a paper, and he says it at his house.
Yeah, he put it in rhymes, too. Write his own raps and everything.
All right. Story number 2. A California man who was desperate for cash decided to run up and rob a teenager who had just pulled some money out of the ATM. But the mask he had pulled over his face didn't keep the suspect from identifying the man by his voice because the kid he tried to rob was his own son.
Oh, this black written all over.
He tried to rob his own kid.
This is black written all over.
Didn't realize it was his son. Put a knife to his neck. Dad, is that you?
And you know what?
White guy.
And I hate to say this. This probably the first time he done seen his dad in years.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, all right.
And I hate to say it. Because you're
But
probably
you said
surprised.
it.
Like,
But you said it.
Pops, is that you? This is the first time I'm seeing you robbing me?
Oh.
Hey, man. Just for the fact that I don't want it to be us, I'm going to say this a white guy.
No, this is a black man here.
No, this guy, hey, B, it's like when you hear about being in a shooting. Please let it be a white guy.
Yeah.
Please
All right.
let it be a white guy.
The point goes to Robert Horry was a white guy.
Wow.
Your prayers were answered.
Hey, I'm relieved too.
Man who stole a truck full of fried chicken. Please be a white man. Please be a white man. Please be a white man.
Oh, did we have that one before where someone
The
was
woman
stealing
with,
all
oh
the
yeah,
chicken?
stole all the chicken
Yes.
from the school. And she was a black lady, unfortunately. Yeah. She stole like
Wow.
$1.6 million worth of chicken.
Okay.
All right. 13-year-old North Carolina boy had his eyes on the prize of a claw machine. Unfortunately, when he climbed inside of it trying to get the plush toys out, he got trapped inside of the claw machine. The amusement park security medical team had to come take the machine apart to get him out of it. He was banned from the amusement park for a year, so he didn't get arrested.
Black.
Black kid, white kid.
I'm gonna go black.
White kid.
I'm gonna go black.
That's a white kid.
I mean,
a black kid just took a bat and broke it and took it out.
Oh, wait a minute. So you're trying to say we're criminals?
No, I'm just saying we taking the easy route out. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but I done seen some little black kids climbing and say, I'm gonna do this my own.
I get his point though, because white kids are like Mission Impossible. I'll get inside and I'll get it out. No one will be the wiser.
Yeah, but we didn't think the second one was a white man either.
This is true. This is true. All right, so
Hey, he's probably high on fentanyl, the first guy.
oh god, jeez.
I'm gonna say black.
You're gonna say black.
I'm gonna say white. I'm saying white.
Let's volley this point back over to Brandon Harper. That was a black kid. Yeah.
I done seen some of them get in there and they had to call them folks to come get them out.
All right. So we're tied up here. Story number 4. 3 sneaker thieves are tripping over their own feet.
Hold on, let him.
Hold on, let me. They're tripping over their own feet today. Security cameras captured them breaking into a warehouse, making off with an estimated $13,000 in sneaker. The issue is all of the sneakers were right foot sneakers.
See, when you answer, Rob, when you answer
So
too
there
soon,
were no left
you start.
foot sneakers in the boxes. They stole $13,000 worth of right foot only sneakers.
See, Ori, this is the problem. When you don't read, let them finish the statement, and then you assume you make an ass out of yourself. And I say all that to
They
say,
still black.
Hold on, and I say all that to say they black.
They black.
That's a point for both of you guys. Black kids, yeah. Like, only stole right foot sneakers. I guess that's just wild to me, man. Holy cow. All right, story number 5 as we remain locked up here. A Virginia man took several $1,000s from 2 surprised bank cashiers in a brazen robbery. But as he fled, he was dropping $100 bills behind him. Got to his car, realized the keys were locked in the car, so he tried to bounce on foot. The problem is he was being chased by 2 passerbys. They were trying to stop him from running away. He tried to pull the gun to threaten him and shot himself in the leg. So drops the money, locks his keys in the car, and then shoots himself in the leg trying to threaten people. Black guy or white guy?
Now,
So, first of all, who were the sneaker thieves?
they were black.
Sneaker thieves were black.
Okay,
Yeah, so we're good
And-
there. So you guys both got a point.
so it's Virginia.
Virginia.
It's black people that live in Virginia too.
This is true.
I know that, but I'm gonna go with a white guy.
Okay.
You had to think about this?
Why?
Yeah, because
Let me tell you something.
Go ahead, tell me.
Now I need to know. But he fled. But as he fled, he dropped $100 bills along the way. This isn't purposely, is it?
No, it was falling out of whatever bag he had or something.
Okay, well that changes things.
Yeah.
He locked his key in the car and tried to flip.
But he got to the car. Keys are locked in the car. Tries to flee on foot. 2 people try to stop him. He tries to pull out a gun to threaten him and shoots himself in the leg.
Was the car a Cadillac?
I don't know that.
I'm gonna say white because
What does that make a difference, by the way? What are you doing here?
It was a Cadillac. It was a black man.
I'm gonna say white.
Okay.
I'm gonna say white too.
All right. Well, you're both gonna get a point. Yeah, as a white guy. Yeah, very good. Shot himself in the damn leg.
Now, if
I was hoping for a Plaxico Burress mislead. There, you know what I mean?
I had to get some more clarity on whether he dropped $100. If he dropped it purposely, it would have been surefire white guy. Because black folk ain't dropping no money.
No.
We ain't
They
dropping.
were just coming out of the bag as he ran.
Oh no, I'll go back for that money.
All right. Story number 6. While trying to steal a gas cooker from a house, this perpetrator ripped the cooker out of the wall and fractured the gas main. The young man, 20,
no.
he'd already handed a mirror and 3 televisions to an accomplice outside before becoming overwhelmed by the gas fumes and passing out. He was found on the scene, treated by paramedics, and was arrested for burglary.
Rob, I hate to say it, dog.
20-year-old man, a black man or a white man?
It's a 20-year-old that look like you and I.
That's a black man.
Ripped the gas main out of the wall?
No, that ain't even it. It's the other one. Handed out a mirror and 3 televisions to an accomplice outside.
What the hell you want with a mirror, though?
Yeah, what are you doing stealing mirrors?
Well, no, he got that for his lady.
I get something nice for you, baby.
Hey, you know, he's so image conscious. He got to look at himself. I'm like, that's got to be a black guy.
Yeah.
That's black crime.
This is a brother.
You're both going to get another point. Yeah, that was a black guy. Yeah, good job. Good job. All right. Story number 7. 2 to go. Let's see how we do here.
Wow.
Story number 7. A Norfolk man was caught trying to break into a woman's house through the backyard. When he was confronted by the woman, he tried to hop the fence and he got caught up in the fence. And besides being hung up there, the 42-year-old woman beat him with a broom until the police arrived to arrest him. So dude tries to make a break for it out of the backyard, gets caught in the fence, and gets whooped by a broom until cops arrive. Black man.
Dog, this could go either way.
White man.
Yeah, this was either way. But I'm going to go with a white guy, but I guarantee there was a black woman he was trying to rob.
I was just about to say that.
Whip him with a broom, beat his ass with I don't know, my mom used to beat my ass with a broom. She grabbed that broom handle and whooped me.
Hey, she beat him until the police came.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Oh, man.
And I guarantee you she knew his mama. That's why she was whooping his ass. I tell your mama. So I'm gonna go with a white man doing this crime.
Okay.
Norfolk.
So we're in Virginia.
We're in Virginia.
Isn't Alonzo Mourning from Norfolk, Virginia, or something like that?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe.
I'm gonna break this up a bit. I want to say he looks like me.
Okay, so you're gonna say
black man
in a hat, and Rob's going white guy. Point here is gonna go to Robert Horry. It was a white guy. Yeah, white guy got caught up in the fence. All right, final story. Here we go. This is
hold on. First of all, he said get caught up in the fence. You know, a brother leaping that shit with the easy. We got the athletic ability.
You can get over a fence, but I can't get over a fence.
I wasn't going to give you that little point right there.
Is that what you're saying?
Nah, I saw that, but, you know, we be getting caught up sometimes.
Man, I'll tell you what.
We get caught.
All right, last story. This is the Hyatt Regency in downtown Minneapolis.
Oh, back in Minnesota.
A very clearly drunk man entered the lobby, identified himself as a hotel guest, got very aggravated with the staff, and then proceeded to, quote, pee all over the hotel front desk. He was arrested.
Did he jump up on him on the desk?
I just said that the police quote was literally peed all over the front desk. So I don't know if that happens from the ground. I don't know if that happens from above, but he peed all over the front desk.
He looks like Rob Jenners. I'm saying he's a white guy.
I've only peed on a few hotel desks in my life. A slim amount.
You sure it wasn't you? You can take trips to Minneapolis.
I'm not me. I'm not peeing. I might pee in a potted plant.
We already cleared this. You're peeing on trees in the street. We already got this out of the way. We already cleared all this. You won't go to
I know I'm old and I have to run to the bathroom every 2 hours, but
well, I'm gonna go Rob Jenners as well.
Oh, you're both saying white guy and you're both absolutely wrong. It was a black man. It was a black man. Peed all over the front lobby of a Hyatt Regency.
Okay, Rob wins this game.
There you go. So that's going to be a win for Robert Horry. I like it very much. Very good. See, I threw you because the first white guy was from Minneapolis. The second one was a black guy. Yeah. Staying at the Hyatt, doing pretty well for himself.
Yeah, well, it wasn't Dalvin Cook because they were at the Hyatt.
They were at Timberwolves staying.
Yeah, they stay at the Four Seasons.
Do they though?
Yeah, I think these guys stay at the Four Seasons and stuff like that. Huh?
I have no clue where they stay nowadays.
They stay in upscale hotels.
Did you get where would you guys stay on the road usually? Like when you would travel?
Most of the Four Seasons. Yeah.
Is that where is that pretty normal?
San Antonio did do it. Yeah. San Antonio loved the Lowe's. Like we were staying in the Lowe's in New Orleans, the Lowe's here in California.
But most places it's the Four Seasons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the Ritz. Sports season or the Ritz.
Sports seasons are the Ritz.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's in I think it's in the collective bargaining agreement where you have to stay in unless the players agree or the captains agree to stay somewhere else. But it has to be a 4-star or 5-star hotel.
Yeah,
That's
I can
not
believe
bad.
that. Yeah,
That's not bad.
So
I
did
thought-
y'all not often? I don't know if there's a W in every city. Did y'all never stay at the
We
W's?
didn't stay at the W's because they was considered party hotels, and they didn't want to.
Oh,
They was like, that's you don't want to.
That's a disaster.
yeah.
Exactly.
Let's not
You don't
open
want to put a
this can of
fat kid in the
worms.
candy store.
Just saying.